Hi, this video is going to show you how you can create your reports for your evaluation document. Right now I am in Tableau, and this only works if you scanned in your information, your student scores, into Mastery Manager. Okay, so once you log into Tableau, you're going to click on this area right here. Anywhere is fine. Then the next screen, you want Student Growth Proficiency Report, so click on that. And then you have only one option here, so click View. All right, so now you're going to get the Student Growth Proficiency with Teacher filter. So over here on the right-hand side, you're just going to go through each of these items and filter to the test that you are looking for. So I'll type in my last name and hit enter, and then put a check mark next to your name. Now, if you co-teach a class, that's why you might see another teacher's name pop up. Okay, if you are not co-teaching or didn't have a student teacher, you don't even have to do the name part. All right, the next one is the pre-test course. Now for me, I only taught one class last semester, so it's the only one that shows up. Just kind of makes it nice and easy for me. All right, then it's going to ask you the post-test course, and for 99% of the people, you're going to choose the same course. And now you're going to get to standard. Okay, when you click on standard, notice I have two CLSs that pop up. One of these CLSs was my type 2, one was my type 3. So hopefully you see the CLS that you're looking for. If you don't, check your filters, but then you need to go back to Mastery Manager and make sure everything was named and tagged appropriately. For this example, I'm going to choose Sales and Marketing. This was my type 3. This was the assessment that I created. That I decided the questions, I created the pre and the post, and set the cut score. Okay, so I chose that standard. And then now the pretest. Okay, you see two file names. Both of these were taken from Mastery Manager because they were named in a fashion that lets Tableau know that this is part of student growth. You can see the type 3 pre, type 3 pre. And this one's for sales and marketing, so I'm going to choose that. And then the same thing for the post. Okay, a lot of people freak out because it says null. You got to click on it, and I see two options here. Okay, well, this is my type 3, and you can see my file name, type 3 post, CLS, sales and marketing. So that pretty much mirrors what I called my type 3 pre. So now the data comes up. I always like to double check the right standards, sales and marketing. Here's my pre-test from Mastery Manager. Here's the post-test from Mastery Manager. Notice how the file names are mirrored. The only thing that is changed is the post. 12 students took the exam, the pre and the post. All of them grew or were proficient, and that would give me an excellent rating. If we look at the actual student data, okay, this is my 100%. I have all green checks. Some of my kids grew, but they didn't meet my proficiency rate, which I believe I probably put at 70%. So this student went from 50 to 78%. So they grew. This one went from 21% to 64%. Now notice 64% isn't proficient, but they grew. So the growth is what matters. Okay, now I'm ready to download this report. So download PDF. This is important that you click Sheets and Dashboard right in the middle, and then click Download. Download. All right, and in the lower left-hand corner of my screen, you can see that the report downloaded. What I like to do is Show in Folder. All right, and here it is at the bottom of my screen in my Downloads folder. I like to tell people to click it and drag it to your desktop. Because if you have a lot of files like I do, it's easy to lose them. So I go to the desktop. Okay, and here's that document. I would click on it one time, and then I would put in your file name. I would rename it. So B224, this was my CLS Sales and Marketing Student Growth Worksheet. Okay, and that works for me. It's crystal clear. I know exactly what it is and where I've saved it. And you can save it in your H drive, but this is kind of like just a holding area for me. All right, so I'm done in Tableau. I'm going to go over to Talent Ed. Talent Ed is the program for where you do all of your evaluation documents. So where do you put this report? you want to find the report called the Tenured Teacher Assessment Reporting Form, and it's toward the bottom of your list. Now, I already have filled this out and submitted it, but this is the file name, and I'm just going to click View and show you where you would upload. All right, so here is that form, Tenured Teacher Assessment Reporting Form. All right, so when I scroll through here, here is my type 2. My type 2 was financing and record keeping, so that is not the one I want to address. Type 3. My type 3, sales and marketing, was the CLS. Then I described what I was going to do. And then here's the proficiency level. I said a 10 out of 14 or 71%. Okay, this is something you would enter. There's a drop down and you would choose, in my case, excellent, because I had 100% growth and it told me in that report what my proficiency was. I'll show you again right here. Okay, right here is it tells you what to choose. So back in Talent Ed, then if needed, you could type some information. I didn't have anything extra to say. And then you have attachments at the bottom. There are 3 spots for attachments. You only need to use 2 of them. This is where I clicked upload and I uploaded that student growth report that I saved on my desktop. So after I did that, I clicked Save Progress, which I've already done. And then I did the same thing for my type 2. It says a type 3 because this class doesn't have a type 2. But that's all there is to it. Hope this helps.